What's up? I don't know, just jamming around in E there. I like kind of the slow melodic stuff, and I've been practicing clarity, making sure that I'm not really sloppy and you can hear every note and it's clean and it's picked clean and it's intentional. And there was some sloppy stuff in there. It kind of gets away from me. Um, but just making sure that I know where I'm going. And a lot of it's a feel thing, but just kind of I know where I'm going, and um, it sounds good. And there's minimal flubs in it. There's always going to be some, but try to play as clean as I can. So today, I thought I would talk about. I think it's kind of fun about like numbers in a key that correspond to a chord. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to title this video so that makes sense. I could say, numbers in the major scale, and that doesn't really mean a whole lot. But this would be the first stage in creating your own chord charts that are key agnostic. So creating a chord chart that you could look at and play any key, a la the Nashville Number System. I like the Nashville Number System. I use a variation of that. I think I'm going to do a video on how I chart out every song that I play. Even if I have the chord chart already, I chart it out myself. Any rate, one, the chord charts aren't always right. Two, the chord charts typically, unless you're reading sheet music, don't have rhythm information. And I like to know like how many beats this chord is for. Is it just a passing chord? Is it, is it a split bar? Is it 2 beats here, 2 beats there? And this, what we're going to kind of go through today, is the first step into that world. So I'm going to show you it's in 2 keys, one being C, the easiest key to pick things up, and then another being A, which would be a little more difficult and has like some cowboy chords in it and some sharps and flats. C will have no sharps and flats. So first, the C major scale is whole, half, whole, half, right? So whole, start, whole, half, whole, half. When you do those, you don't count the first one. You start, whole is the second interval. So that's it. Whole, half, whole, half. Those are your intervals for the major. And those work out to 1 is major, 2 is minor, 3 is minor, 4 is major, 5 is major, 6 is minor, 7 is half diminished, or minor 7 flat 5. I'll show this to you another way, but it's hard to do. And then again, C is major. So the fingering for that half diminished is, we'll just show you here on D, even though it's this. Actually, I'll have to show it to you here because this is it. It's the B because that's the last one, right? So it's so like this. Man, I don't think you can see that. Can you see that? Like that. Like that. That's the, you can find it online if you look that up. But that's the half diminished, or minor 7 flat 5. So it's just a minor 7 chord. And then you flat the 5. Okay. So those are the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7, and then 8, or root again. Okay, and then you can do those anywhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this would be your half diminished, and then the root again. Okay, so I got those. major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, half diminished, major. So all of the major, we'll just work on the Roman numeral. Well, I guess they're kind of, I guess they are Roman numerals. All of the major keys will be a capital Roman numeral. So, you know, the 1 will look like a 1 in Roman numerals, like an I, right? The 2 will be 2 undercase. I'll put these in the description. 2 undercase I's, right? That'll be 2. The 3 will be 3 undercase I's, right? The 4 will be capital I, capital V. 5, capital V. 6, lowercase v, I. What is the 6? The 6 is the A. The half diminished, it's going to be a 7. So it's going to be, actually I said that wrong. That 6 is VI, not VII. The 7 will be VII, and it'll have a little circle that signifies a diminished. It might have like a line through it. No one really ever uses this, so it's not, you're not going to chart that out a lot or speak about that in numbers. You'll just say the 7, and then people will know what that means. And the 8 again. So capital I, lowercase I, lowercase I, uppercase IV, uppercase V, lowercase VI, and then this will be lowercase VII, and it's, if I can get my fat fingers to do it, and then 1 again. So those are the numbers, the key. So if you were to play, say 1, 4, 5, which is a blues thing, in C, you already know the 1 is here, you know the 4 is major, you know the 5 is major. And then you say, oh, I want to do that in F, 1, 4, 5 in F. 1, 4, 5, and you can, so if you have that charted out in numbers, you can move that to whatever key you want to. Even, let's do a flat key. Let's do E flat. E flat, G sharp, B flat. Okay, so we'll do A. So A, again, is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is major, 5, 6. That's it. So really that's it for the number system. The Nashville number system, I guess just a small primer for that. Doesn't use the Roman numerals, they just use numbers, right? They just say, oh, that's the 2. A lot of them will be like 2 minor, because there are situations where those could either be major or minor, but in a major key, I always write my charts in major keys. Even if the song is minor, I still write it in a major key. So if it was A minor, right, which would be the C, the C is the major of A minor, I would still write it in C. So if it was like, let's just say 1, 5 in A minor, right? So that would be, sorry, it was minor, I messed up. So that'd be 1, my hand's cracking. I would write that in C as 6, 3. It's just kind of easier to do that way. That's it. Oh, A. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we already did A. Oh, well, I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So good practice for that is just kind of practice that in all keys. Oh, you could look up the circle of fifths and practice that in the circle of fifths, because that will cover all keys. So that would be, you can look up the circle of fifths, but it's all the way up, right? So you would do C, then you would do G, then you would do D, and A, all the way up. That that would be a good way to practice all the chords of a key and the numbers and all that. But that's really all there is to it. So I hope it's helpful, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you.